Welcome to ProCoders. Today, we're diving into a big question in the world of mobile development. React Native or Flutter? Which one's better for your project? Both are powerful frameworks, so let's see what sets them apart and how to decide which is right for your project. First, let's talk about React Native. Developed by Facebook, React Native allows developers to build mobile apps using JavaScript and React. It's been around since 2015. So it's widely adopted and has a massive community behind it. This means if you're already familiar with React, getting started with React Native will feel natural. Plus, because it uses JavaScript, a highly popular language, finding developers skilled in React Native can be easier. One of the big advantages of React Native is that it provides a near-native experience. It uses native components and lets you create apps that feel fast and responsive. React Native is also known for being stable and versatile, especially for companies that need an app that works well on both iOS and Android. On the other hand, we have Flutter, created by Google. Flutter is based on the Dart language and takes a unique approach by using its own high-performance rendering engine. Flutter has been gaining traction since its release, especially because it lets developers create beautiful, high-performing apps from a single codebase. One major benefit of Flutter is its UI flexibility. Flutter has a rich set of customizable widgets, which means you can create highly unique, visually consistent designs across platforms. And unlike React Native, which relies on native components, Flutter renders everything on its own. This makes it particularly attractive for developers looking to deliver an app that looks exactly the same on iOS and Android. So how do you decide between the two? Let's look at some practical factors. Choosing the right framework. Performance. First, we have performance. Both frameworks perform well, but if your app requires a lot of animation or custom UI, Flutter might have a slight edge due to its rendering engine. React Native is still solid, but it's tied to the device's native components, so certain animations may require extra optimization. Development speed. Development speed is another key factor to keep an eye on. React Native is generally quicker for teams that already know JavaScript. If you're familiar with React, the learning curve is low. Flutter, however, offers a fast development experience too, thanks to its hot reload feature, which allows developers to instantly see changes in the code. It really comes down to your team's existing skill set. Community and resources. Community is crucial. React Native has been around for longer, so it has a huge ecosystem and lots of third-party libraries. Flutter's community is growing fast, but React Native still has more resources, which might make it easier to find solutions and plugins. Platform consistency. For apps where a consistent look across iOS and Android is key, Flutter's rendering engine allows for a unified design. With React Native, there can be minor differences on each platform which may need extra adjustments. And finally, there are maintenance and longevity. React Native has a mature, stable framework and a well-established community. However, Google is heavily investing in Flutter, which means its ecosystem is expanding quickly. If you're looking for long-term support, both are solid choices, but keep in mind Flutter's rapid growth trajectory. So, which one we would recommend? At ProCoders, we've worked with both frameworks and know the ins and outs of each. If you're building a complex app that needs a highly custom UI or identical look on both platforms, Flutter could be the better option. If you're looking for a framework that's widely supported by a vast ecosystem, React Native might be the way to go. Choosing between React Native and Flutter isn't always straightforward, but it comes down to your project goals, design needs, and developer resources. How about we discuss the best option for your app idea? Get in touch with ProCoders. We're here to help you make an informed choice and bring your project to life. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more insights and tips on choosing the right tech stack for your projects with ProCoders.